especially in Memphis, as it's considered a hub.
I am not here to debate with
Is
anyone.
ICE itself putting any extra
I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject.
Their reach appears to be much
I only
longer than most
debate with
people
my
realize,
equals.
and they
All others I teach.
It opens up the door for a lot more authorities that we can use to go after them. So now, and you've seen him obviously partner and take action.
There's a reason why I'm doing this live stream.
Of the operation.
Word on the street, she just got fired, and we don't know. It says that Kristi Noem just got fired, and she's at this seminar
and their ability to
in Tennessee.
Compounded.
I want to know if they're going to ask her this. We don't know if they're going to ask her this.
They are extremely and strong.
Yeah, hold on. Put this up real quick.
Technology we see them using against us.
Fair use.
Their ability to
be on the fair use.
Cyberspace as well.
I'm watching this live, okay?
Drones to.
And I will talk about the Texas primary in a minute.
They're not
but,
even.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about the Texas primary in a minute, but we got to talk about this though.
We have all kinds of new challenges, and that's why President Trump is undertaking going after the cartels by addressing it from the Western Hemisphere. He will have a bigger that I'll be there with him on Saturday with the Department of War and the Department of State on how we're going to cartels and
but you're fired
in the entire Western Hemisphere.
But ma'am, but you're fired though.
Is big. We've always known that, but if we're really going to address it, we have to look outside of our borders to kill off the cartels before they
I'll be right
continue
back.
to build up more and more strength and keep killing our Americans. But you guys have done what, I think everybody in the room wants to grow up and be Memphis for what you did. But I would say that the work that happened, just so everybody knows, what happened in Memphis was their mayor was willing to work with us, who was a Democrat, was willing to partner with the federal government, and the resources and dollars that went in were not just from the Department of Homeland Security. The Department of War contributed, the Department of Justice contributed. It was incredible to see different agencies in the federal government go and show up and cover the costs of having that operation and make sure that people there could see a difference and they could see hope again. People almost need to see it and feel it. That's what happened in DC when we did the DC operation. Is it took a few weeks for people to realize and feel the difference of what it was like.
I don't think though she knows she been fired.
You could go have dinner again. You didn't have to worry about your car being carjacked if you wanted to go out for dinner that night. And once people feel that,
wow.
Like they get to feel
okay. Hey, hold on.
Again, and that's what
let me put this up real quick.
We need to figure out a way to tell
she doesn't know.
To other cities.
She doesn't know she got fired.
To restore their
man, yeah, she's fired and she doesn't even know it.
Leadership.
Wow, listen, she doesn't even know.
Anybody else?
Oh, she doesn't know.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Yes, Queen.
The obvious difficulties and implications of having the sanctuary city laws and the states not supporting the feds.
Yes,
like
yes, yes, Queen. Yes, yes, Stanley. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We gonna go over here, man. We gonna go over here. Wait, hold on. I'm going to ABC News. Going to ABC News because like we going to change because ABC News is about to do this.
In a state, many times sheriffs are elected officials and they're accountable
Hold
for what
on.
crime numbers are in their counties, and they're very close.
Come on, you ad. I want the ad to go away.
Sheriffs.
Come on, ad. I want you to go away, ad.
An entire sanctuary state. Most of those sheriffs and police departments are concerned about liability issues, and the laws that may be on the books. I would say that
these dumb ads, I swear to God.
A sanctuary state looks very different from state to state. The laws may be
right here.
So if you
right here.
Interested,
the senator from Oklahoma that the president wants to put into that position of Secretary of Homeland Security. Your thoughts and the reaction around you. I know everybody is dashing to get first comments from him.
Can I just explain why I was laughing when it came to me? You said Jay's not far away. You want me to show you where Rachel Scott is? She's right over here. This is where she was doing the rest of her phone call with you. Mark Wayne Mullen was on those steps over there. I was here. Cameras just for standing here. They're not allowed to go past.
Wow. He fired her and she doesn't even know yet.
Stay there.
Yo.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
I know.
I know.
Yeah, hit me. I know.
So, Rachel,
I know.
We're gonna let Rachel get to work.
I know.
Teamwork, it makes the dream work. But anyway,
Yo.
the question of exactly what we heard.
Yo,
from
man,
senators.
I woke up to
There is
this.
a question of
I
what
woke
does
up to
Mark Wayne
this.
Mullen's level of support look like, particularly amongst Democrats. Chuck Schumer, the top Democrat in the Senate, came out here just as news broke, and he said that, in his words, there was a rot in the Department of Homeland Security, and just changing the leader at the top doesn't necessarily change the kind of tactics, the kind of immigration enforcement mechanism.
Okay. We gonna go right back over here. We gonna go right back over here. Let's put this back on. Oh, wait, man, hold on. No, let's share this instead. Yeah. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. I hold on. Let me stop sharing. Yeah, man. She's giving a speech right now. She's giving a speech. She's giving a speech right now, and she doesn't know, man, she is fired. Wow. You up in Tennessee and they didn't tell you that your ass is fired. Now, this come out the heels when she was discovered that she was sleeping with another man at the White House. Wow. Yeah. Hold on. I'm trying to get this all worked out and put back the footage back. Yeah, man. I gotta change the title to this though. Woof. I gotta change the title, y'all. I gotta change the title. Oh man. Oh shit. Oh, what? Oh, wait, stop. What happened? Oh man. Okay, she did the whole speech, Q&A, and they didn't ask her if she been fired. She doesn't know. Oof. She didn't know. She didn't even know, man. She was fired. Oof. And this was Yeah, man. This is bad. This is bad. Oh man. Right, man. Right, man. She doesn't even know she was fired. Now that right there is some low down third dirty shit right there. That's low down. You could at least told her, listen, uh, you got listen, you just change your schedule because your service is no longer needed. I mean, you could have told her this morning, or wait to fire her in that morning. My God, this is bad, and she didn't even know. She didn't even know. Come on, you ads. Come on, stop with the ads. Okay, man, this is bad. This is bad. Hold on, let's go over here real quick. Okay. Her speech is over with over there in Tennessee, right?
That he wanted. So just, put into perspective what this says about someone that he hand selected, that he has had a very good relationship with, and he's now fired her.
Yeah, Kira, I mean, you know all too well just how high that turnover rate was in the first Trump administration. But this time around, this is a really big watershed moment, as you say, the first cabinet secretary to be ousted by the president. But this is not the first cabinet secretary to come under serious fires and calls for resignation. Remember what happened with Secretary Hegseth in terms of the Signalgate controversy, what happened with
He's going to sacrifice the women
to
first.
stand by each cabinet secretary each time
Listen.
they
No. He sacrificed the women. Pam Bundy's next. Then that sorry ass Tulsa Gabbard. Okay. Anyway, keep it moving.
Secretary Noem for a long time as well. Remember, there were demands from Democrats after the killing of Alex Preddy and Renee Good in Minneapolis, after Noem sparked a lot of controversy by calling them quote, domestic
you did.
And the White House had to go back and sort of walk back that messaging. But in light of those controversies, the president continued to say that he is close to Noem, that she's doing a fantastic job, that he was going to keep her there. But the actions spoke a bit differently because he, of course, brought in Borders Czar Tom Homan to really oversee what had been under her purview. And as we've been discussing, what really appeared to tip the president over the edge was those bruising hearings on Capitol Hill. We know the president is always checking the temperature with his allies on Capitol Hill to see who do you think would be a better replacement? Is this the right time? And so the president determined that despite the risks here of naming a replacement, ousting a cabinet secretary amid a government shutdown for that portion of the government that she oversees, the Department of Homeland Security, the president determined still that this was the right move to make. Now, there are questions about, what does this mean for Democrats? Are they going to be able to get more leverage out of this to seek concessions because they want some serious reforms to rein in ICE as a result of this shutdown before they're willing to refund that part of the government? But the president making a very clear point, he is bringing new leadership in. But does that actually change how ICE operates on the ground and how immigrant enforcement is carried out in this country?
Good point, Selena. And it did all start when those videos came out of Minnesota, and Renee Good and Alex Preddy were killed by federal agents. And then those comments that Kristi Noem made coming out after Preddy's death and without evidence, saying that Preddy came to the scene of a deportation action with weapons and had committed an act of domestic terrorism when he was shot. And that really backfired on her. And now we are getting, for the first time, reaction from us Minnesota. A statement from Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan there in Minnesota. She says this on Trump's firing of DHS Secretary Kristi Noem: "Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Just because you got fired, Minnesotans won't forget what you did to our neighbors. We will continue to fight for you to be held accountable." This is a move many of us have organized for. Trump's DHS has killed 2 Minnesotans, terrorized our immigrant communities, detained citizens, and traumatized our children. But make no mistake, changing the head of this agency will not change the direction of his mass deportation agenda. It's time to rip ICE apart. Pierre Thomas, let me bring you in on this. Now,
Shit.
I guess this leads me to my next question. Border Czar Tom Homeland was brought in
I
to
woke
Minnesota,
up to this.
trumping anything that Kristi Noem was doing and those under her leadership. He was told by the president to go in there and to fix things. Things did calm down. He did take agents out of the state. But just looking at these comments coming forward now from leaders in Minnesota, what does that say about the job ahead, especially with immigration policies for Senator Mark Wayne Mullen, if indeed he is confirmed?
Well, Minnesota clearly was the tipping point. Those deaths of American citizens, the images of people being dragged from cars and the various tactics with the ICE and Border Patrol officials in mass doing some of the things that they were doing, the clashes with the citizens of that state. Homeland being tapped to come in and clean it up was not a good look for the Homeland Security Secretary, if we're being honest. It was basically the president saying, I don't like how this is going, let's improve it. That's never a good sign for a cabinet secretary, first and foremost, right there. Homeland's approach was to try to dial the temperature down, trying to figure out ways to work with state and local officials who have been are under investigation by the Justice Department and the Trump administration. And it's clear that going forward, this is going to be the delicate balancing act. This administration has a robust, aggressive program to remove undocumented people from this country. The focus initially was supposed to be on criminals, people who had been committed acts of violence either here or had done so before they came into this country. That was supposed to be the focus, and they were going to sort out some of these other issues as they went. But,
you know, I'm glad somebody in that chat room over there said, no, he used her as a scapegoat. In a way, yes. In a way, yes. I do agree with the person who's in the chat room who said, yeah, he used it as a scapegoat. Anyway, let's keep it moving.
Act that the administration is trying to get to.
Pierre, thank you. And we're getting now reaction from Governor Tim Walz of Minnesota, putting out on X, Kristi Noem has done a stunning amount of damage, and it's good that she's gone. But this doesn't change the fact that we need a complete overhaul of DHS and partial investigations into the killings of 2 American citizens and information on children that were taken from Minnesota. Also, I'm told that New York Senator Chuck Schumer, one of the most powerful leaders in the U.S. Senate, responding to the firing as well. This is what he had to say.
President has fired Kristi Noem. Problems at this agency, at ICE, transcend any one person. This is a problem of policy, not personnel. The rot is deep. No one person can straighten this up until the president changes the whole agency.
Changes the whole agency. Let's bring in our Selena Wang, who covers the White House for us. I guess the question is, can the Oklahoma Senator, Mark Wayne Mullen, change that entire agency if indeed he passes confirmation? We should talk about that confirmation hearing. The president hoping it's going to be at the end of March. That could be pushed, but let's talk about that battle and what changes we could see to DHS moving forward.
Yeah, and it is expected to be a battle. I mean, of course, there's a slim Republican majority in the Senate. They've got to get 51 votes. Not expected to get a lot of Democratic support, although you do have Senator John Fetterman. He is posting on social media just moments ago. He's throwing his support behind Mullen. He wrote that quote as a member of Homeland Security Committee and ranking member of Subcommittee on Border Security. I'm not sure how many fellow Democrats will vote to support colleague Senator Mullen as the next DHS secretary, but I am I. Now, we know, of course, that Senator Fetterman often breaks ranks with his party, but you are going to get overwhelming Republican support for Senator Mullen. This is, of course, someone that these Republican colleagues of his had suggested Mullen as someone to President Trump. So they, of course, are going to throw his backing behind him. But the critical question is he going to lead to actual changes when it comes to border enforcement and immigration conduct in this country, right? There is a current debate playing out on Capitol Hill about what Congress can do to rein in some of those more aggressive.
Whoa, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop.
Remember that
Stop,
Kristi
stop,
Noem
stop.
was not acting in a vacuum.
Stop, 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 stop. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's go to the website that I use for those who are in politics. Politics1.com, right? Politics1.com. Let's scroll down. Let's scroll down because I find something very interesting that some of y'all who are in politics, y'all might want to know. Y'all might want to know. Hold on. Let's scroll down. Let's scroll down real quick. Okay. Donald Trump has done something that was very stupid. And you know, you do not correct your enemy when he's making a mistake, but Sun Tzu say that too. Sun Tzu say that too. Wink, wink. Anyway, we're gonna scroll down because I'm glad that the reporter said this, right? All right, we are down to here. I want y'all to think about that. I want y'all to look at this for a minute. The filing deadline is in April. The filing deadline is in April, right? Donald Trump messed up. So if he's supposed to be the next Secretary of Homeland Security in April, yet the filing deadline for Mr. Mullen is in April the 3rd, and yet he's supposed to be sworn in at the beginning of April, when there's uncertainty that he might be out of the job. By the filing deadline. Oh man, this is gonna be very interesting. Nominated to be Homeland Security Secretary. Yeah. I wonder if y'all. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. This is going to be very interesting in Oklahoma. Very interesting in Oklahoma. Wow. Wow. Anyway, enough of that. Enough of that. Let's go over here, right? And I was going to do a separate video on this, but let's go over here. This is how I wish I want this back. Okay, this is President Obama checking a mud seal. All right, checking the mud seal, and this happened years ago. I want this back. Okay, I want this back.
President Obama hit back with a perfect.
Oh, wait, stop. Hold on. I forgot. Let's go back over here real quick, because I forgot to change the
The Department of Homeland Security, particularly the handling of the immigration uproar in Minneapolis, cost the Department of Homeland Security its funding, Kira. There have also been complaints by lawmakers in certain states over the way FEMA has operated and questions about readiness for natural disasters. Remember, the Department of Homeland Security has grown into this behemoth agency, but at its core is its title. It is meant to protect the American homeland. It was born after the September 11th attacks, and it appeared many critics of Kristi Noem had felt that she had become a distraction in that mission, Kira.
A distraction, and she was really crucified by lawmakers when she made comments about domestic terrorists during that whole incident in Minneapolis when the immigration agents moved in, and the death of those two advocates in Minneapolis. Just remind our viewers, Aaron, about that and how the talk really didn't stop once she made that comment, and she was questioned on it from the moment she made it all the way to testimony there on the Hill this week.
And lawmakers grilled her over her immediate characterization of the two, Renee Good and Alex Petty, who were shot as domestic terrorists, and there was no real investigation that has ever been made public anyway about how these shootings occurred, so much so that lawmakers pulled funding for the Department of Homeland Security until ICE can reshape its mission. The department is effectively shut down, and it comes at a time when the nation is at war in Iran, and there are real concerns about the
I see that. Hold on.
To the homeland. Whether Kristi Noem, as the secretary, was up to the job, even though it seemed it's this $220 million ad campaign that really drew the president's eye.
Oof. Now, I'm going to go back to here. I want this back, okay? I want eloquence back. I want gentlemanship back. I don't want that rugged, that tough talk bull crap, okay? That the mud seals voted for. I want this back.
Terrorist. The truth of the matter is that this is an issue that has been sort of manufactured, because there is no doubt, and I've said repeatedly, that where we see terrorist organizations like Al-Qaeda or ISIL, they have perverted and distorted and tried to claim the mantle of Islam for an excuse for basically barbarism and death. If you had an organization that was going around killing and blowing people up and said, we're on the vanguard of Christianity, as a Christian, I'm not going to let them claim my religion and say you're killing for Christ. I would say that's ridiculous.
After this Trump supporter tried to catch him.
No, mud seals. We need to start calling Trump supporters mud seals, okay? Yeah, I'm on that. I'm for that now, okay? I'm for that. Yeah. Anyway, let's keep on playing it.
Off guard with this question. President Obama hit back with a perfect response.
Why do you still refuse to use the term Islamic terrorist? The truth of the matter is that this is an issue that has been sort of manufactured, because there is no doubt, and I've said repeatedly, that where we see terrorist organizations like Al-Qaeda or ISIL, they have perverted and distorted and tried to claim the mantle of Islam for an excuse for basically barbarism and death. If you had an organization that was going around killing and blowing people up and said, we're on the vanguard of Christianity. As a Christian, I'm not going to let them claim my religion and say you're killing for Christ. I would say that's ridiculous.
After this, Trump
I gotta play it over again because see, I want that back. Okay, I want that back. None of that tough talk you didn't do. Mel says he didn't fire her too. Oof, oof, oof. Right. Okay, Mella. That's the narrative, Mella. He kind of put her off to another position, which is a downgrade. Right. Mm-hmm. Right. So anyway, where are all the people? Not mention her defensive. Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna go back to another. We can go over here. Yes, let's go over here. Right. Let's go over here. This is Jasmine Crockett's statement. And this is what she said the day after the election.
Good morning, y'all. I know it's super early.
I guess they blurred that out for security reasons. I'm surprised Forbes doing that, but anyway.
You made me, as I was out on the trail, working to stretch people's imaginations. It's clear that we still have a lot of work to do, even within our party, about making sure that we invest in kind of just doing the right thing sometimes. It's all good though. No matter what, whether it's Kim Paxton or John Cornyn, anyone would be better. I'm just saying. So again, I just wanted to say thank you specifically to the people of Dallas County. I love you so very much. And I woke up still heartbroken about everything that took place. I've got your emails. We received your phone calls about all of the confusion and the many people that just didn't get to vote. We have to fix this going forward. We should not have people being disenfranchised in 2026, even in Texas, specifically in a Democratic county. It breaks my heart. At the end of the day, we were about to file a lawsuit so that we could keep the lines open. The county party chair got it done before we did. And, the judge did the right thing. Texas Supreme Court stepped in. So I just wanted to say again, thank you. I am back to work. I am proud to serve Texas 30 until January 2027.
Man, and then she got on the airplane, went back to Capitol Hill, and she was dragging. She went right back to Congress the same day and start dragging people at the committee hearings. But I'm not gonna play that. I'm not gonna play that because I can't find it. I lost the video. I should have had that. Well, never mind. I should have had that saved, but I didn't have that saved. But let me go over here real quick. Let me see. Where is the map? I need the map. Oh yeah, here it is. This I was going to use this Tuesday, right? Now, it's 99% of the votes counted. And this is on AP, Associated Press, right? And I trust Associated Press. They probably the most trusted news organizations though, right? So um now this is 99% of the votes cast, and 52 to 46 for her, right? And you got this Arab guy named Hassan Ahmad Hassan, who comes in third. And let me talk about this right here. This is what I've been trying to tell people, right? All this right here does not matter. Houston, I know people gonna say, "Yeah, man, but Big J, man, what about the black vote? And what about Houston and Dallas and and all right here?" Yes, this is right. This right here is the triangle. In Texas, we call this the triangle. Houston, that's Harris County, and Dallas, and the Austin San Antonio is all one area, right? If you in Austin San Antonio, you know that the highway 36, not highway, it's a highway over there, highway 35, I think. Wait, what is that highway? I forgot the name of that highway up there. 183, I think that's a highway, right? All this right here, okay? Austin is white. San Antonio is Hispanic, right? Rico is from the northern part of Dallas. I'm sorry, the northern part of Austin area. And I've been trying to tell y'all, listen, y'all should have worried about every county west of the triangle. That's how she won. No, that's how Tarico won. He went to every county between El Paso and the triangle area. He won pretty much all of this, all this white area. He won all of that. And my thing is, you have to talk about the needs of West Texas. Water. Oh, Big J, well, you're gonna be a one issue candidate. No. If y'all trying to win, you have to talk about water. You talk about what all this right here is desert. Between El Paso and up to here, it's just desert land. Water. Talk about nothing but water. And if you talk more about water, you win. She would have won the election. Okay. No, she should talk about the water that day, because people don't give two fine fucks who's nobody don't give a fuck. You have to build the ground for today. Talk about water all the time. Now, I'm gonna tell you what I see online that I find disgusting. I really find this disgusting. Tim Black, Phil the Advice Show, Tariq Nasheed, and some of you Negroes, y'all part of the problem. Well, it's not misogyny. No, y'all produce the misogyny. Even Stephen A. Smith had to dial back and humble himself. But listen to some of you black male content creators who try to make it all about, well, it's because this, that, and third. The hair and all that and all that dumb shit. And then you got some of you pro wax. Yeah, I call y'all pro wax. Y'all try to make it all about, well, it's the Hispanics' fault. see, if I and there is one thing I have to say this. It seems like, now I could be wrong. I could be wrong. It seems that she doesn't have a campaign manager. It seems to me that her campaign was run basically on social media and the network and networking with the major cities like Houston and Dallas. She thought networking with Houston and Dallas was going to give her over the edge. And that's not going to work. And I'm going to tell you right now, Tyreek's is not going to win. All right? Tyreek's not going to win because the black vote is unless something happens with Iran, unless something else, if Tulsi Gabbard goes after the Obamas, that black vote is gonna sit on his ass. Okay, that's what I think is going to happen for between now and November. The black vote is not going to help Tyreek out. And I'm sure though, it's probably you know what? I'm not going to say this. There's a possibility that Miss Crockett is not going to endorse Talrico based upon what happened in Dallas County. The court case happened in Dallas County when they shut down the voting in Dallas County. Or I should say, what led up to in Dallas County. So that's my take on it. That's not going. I believe though that's not going to happen. I don't think though she will, unless Trump does something crazy, which is a possibility. Unless America has been struck by an Iranian bomb or a sleeper cell attack because of his foolishness going to Iran. Other than that, though, Tyreek going to lose. Okay, and I hope the election is between John Cornyn. I hope John Cornyn is the Republican nominee. Okay, I hope John Cornyn is I hope and pray to God that John Cornyn stays as the GOP nominee, and not that crazy idiot, that crazy clown, by the name of no, my God, I forgot the guy's name. Hold on, let me put this name up. Yeah, Ken Paxton. You know what? I'm curious about this. Hold on, let me see here. Let's go by Ken Paxton, right? Okay, Ken Paxton. You know what I think though, by looking at that map right there. You know what I think, and it's something that I talked about a couple months ago about the suburbs, right? The suburbs whites, the white people in the suburbs. I think a lot of them were Democrats. Now, hold on. I want y'all to hear me out what I'm about to say. I think a lot of the suburban women did not vote, who are normally Democrats, did not vote in the Democrat primary. By looking at that map, because if you see that green, that's Ken Paxton, right? And all that green is rural. Now, if you look at John Cornyn, it's all pink and red. If you look at that map, the concentration is the suburbs of Houston, Dallas, and the Austin, San Antonio area. If you look at the globs, I'm surmising that the people of the suburbs of the urban communities were Democrat women who live in these areas. They voted into the Republican primary to stop Paxton. Now though, there is a runoff. Now there is a runoff between Paxton and Cornyn, because Wesley Hunt got involved, right? More people voted against Cornyn than voted for him. Donald Trump is trying to get Paxton and Cornyn to quit. He's trying to get one of those two now to quit at this point. So let's think about this real quick. This might. I think Donald Trump is going to be so crazy that he will take Paxton, tell Paxton, well, I'm gonna make you attorney general. I'm gonna kick Pam Bondi out the way. I'll make you attorney general of Texas for gold, and let you drop out of the runoff, so Cornyn can have a free reign against Talrico. I think that might happen. I really think that might happen. Hold on, let you up. Okay, I'll let you up. Hold on. Let Queen up. I'm gonna let Queen up real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna let Queen up. I'm sorry, Queen. Yeah. I'm gonna let her up. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me go on my YouTube. See, it's messing me up again. YouTube is messing up. StreamYard is messing up again. Hold on. Let me get on my YouTube real quick. You want to let me post on my StreamYard? Hold on. Let me let her up. Because I'm looking at the strategy here. I'm looking at this strategy. This is I gotta look at this. Now, I'm gonna let Queen up here in a minute. Let me get on my YouTube to do it. Gen Z said the people in Plato, Fresno, McKinley, and northern Dallas suburbs are done with Paxton. Yeah, because all those people are the suburbs of Dallas. Yeah, all those people are the suburbs of Dallas up there. Hold on, let me show Gen Z's comment. Yeah, those people are suburbs of Dallas, right? I'm gonna go. No, let me get back up here. Let me get back up here, right? No, let me get back. Where's the Texas map? Right? Okay. What's going on, Queen? Yeah.
You didn't hear what Trump said?
No, I didn't hear. There's so much going on. What's?
Okay. Trump
Whew.
Trump said
Okay.
that he is going to pick somebody. He gonna pick one of them, and he requested that the one that's not chosen jump out of the race immediately.
Mm-hmm.
He haven't chosen somebody yet though, but that's what he said he wanted to happen.
Mm-hmm. I
And
believe it.
you know what's funny?
What?
All these people were sitting up here talking about how Tallarico is the electable one and all this shit here. Baby, them Republicans is already on his ass, and I mean tearing it up. They is
Mm-hmm.
ripping his ass to pieces right now. It's terrible. It's terrible. And I don't think he gonna have nobody to help him.
Well, he's kind of isolated now. He's a person.
Yeah, because you know he cussed out Beto O'Rourke,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Castro, and Colin already. That's why I showed you that on my stream.
Right.
Why Colin already responded the way he did. But I found the article in the New Yorker. He
Ooh.
he cussed them out. He said, "Fuck y'all. I'm gonna do what I want to do."
It's my prerogative. Won't do what. I'm sorry. I got that Bobby Brown.
Right, he gonna do what he want to do, and
Yeah.
and and the Republicans is on Fox News talking about, oh, well, first they say Jasmine Crockett was doing good until Kamala endorsed her. I
Yeah.
said, God damn, that's fucked
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. That's why I called it the kiss of death. If Kamala would have shut her mouth, see, not all endorsements are good endorsements.
I think she wanted to do her part because Jasmine helped with her, what you call it, but I don't know. She's just not. She not it. Kamala is not it. And
And you know what Kamala did? She hurried up in 12 hours. She turned right back around. I'm going to endorse James Tarico. She had within 12 hours. See? I'm talking about
and
kiss of
then that
death shit.
endorsement that she gave her wasn't even a robocall. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Stop. But they finna tear Tallarico ass up.
Oh, yeah.
All them people that came out there to support him, he's not coming out to support him. And he is not gonna go under the black vote like Jasmine Crockett did. The Democrats have once again cut themselves their own goddamn foot off. With Tallarico, he appeases to all Christian conservatives and Republicans. They want nothing. No, he won't be appeasing to them when these Democrats get through with his ass. You need to go over there and look at what these Republicans are doing to Tallarico. And this is as soon as they declared him the winner, they started their bullshit. And I'm talking about they ripping his ass apart. And so all these good Christian people, you can't be claiming Christianity and then sitting over here talking about boys can play in girls sports and all this other left ring shit that he's on. The Republicans is finna run that shit up. He is not gonna get that vote. Not in the numbers that they think he gonna get. They wanted Jasmine out of the way so because they knew they was finna eat him alive. And they doing it. They doing it. Like, y'all need to go over there and look at what they doing. It is crazy. Boy, I said, ooh, they had this set up.
Yeah, it's the machine. And the machine that's spoken.
And
but
people talking about, oh, they wanted Jasmine Crockett to be. No, the fuck they did not. She don't got no crazy politics. She's pretty even too.
Like over here, Loving. Ain't nobody in Loving County. Ain't nobody in Loving County Oh my God! Hey, it's only not 98 people who live in Loving County. Damn. Like anywhere, anything between El Paso and the Triangle, right?
I will say this. I think
You should be
it
talking
was
about water. You should talk about water all between the Panhandle all the way to the south to Brownsville into El Paso. You should be talking water. Should have been. I would have had ads about water. Wouldn't talk about no. I wouldn't talk about no Trump. I wouldn't talk about no Republicans. I would talk about the
but
one issue
I
they need to
don't
talk about water.
recall her talking about no Trump, but I do know when she went into those areas, she did talk about water. There's videos of her in those areas when she went talking about
Yeah,
water. But I think where she went wrong in her campaign was number one, she didn't have no campaign manager. And number two, she didn't have anybody knocking on doors. And she didn't have people, she didn't have a telephone thing set up, telephone campaign. I think if
it
she
was
would have done, go ahead.
if she had a campaign manager. I think though that whoever that person maybe would have gave her some advice, telling, hey, listen, you might want to travel this county over here, this county over here. This county has a special problem that that no other part of the state needs to be addressed. We need you to come to this county. What she did was, in my opinion, right? She was running as if she was running a national campaign rather than a state campaign.
Right.
And that's why me and you got into our argument. Because I was trying to tell you when she kept saying she went to this what's it called? Somewhere in California, and she went to this. That's not nobody's gonna give a fuck at this point about what she did for the environment in California when when Port O'Connor and what in the coastal areas is polluted. Okay, Port O'Connor
But
and what's that
she
and
the one
Port
I heard
Aransas.
talk about the pollution. I ain't heard Tallarico say nothing about no damn pollution. I heard him talking about the data centers and the uses of water. The only
Mm-hmm.
person I heard talk about pollution was Jasmine.
But she's not in Port O'Connor. She's not in Port Aransas. She's not in South Padre Island. I ain't been in South Padre in a minute.
She
Wonderful
did.
time. But anyway, back to I'm sorry, I'm reminiscing.
I
Anyway,
think she relied, which I think she relied very heavy on Dallas and Tarrant County and Harris County as well. I think she relied very heavily on those, which, given the fact that it's Texas. Like if she was going to do that, I think they should have did more as far as letting people know where they could vote, how they could vote, and all that stuff, considering that. And I think it was Dallas and Williamson County were the two counties that they decided that
mm-hmm.
people had to vote at a particular location.
Yeah.
I think they should have done more to get the word out that you need to check what precinct you are in. I think they should have done more as far as maybe ensuring that the polling places was gonna be up to snuff. Because the stuff that I'm hearing from these people is crazy. They
Mm-hmm.
got old voting machines. They got 3 voting machines while the Republicans got 10, 15 new style. But they sent Democrats to go vote in schools when they had been voting at a particular office building. Man, it was bad. It was bad.
Oof, oof, oof.
I don't think she accounted for the level of racism that Texas has.
I mean, Yeah, you're right. There is a the racism in Texas is how I'm gonna say it. Well, it's not like
It's real.
Mississippi, Alabama. I'll tell you that right now. It's not like Mississippi, Alabama.
No, it's not like that, but it plays out in, it's not,
Yeah,
you not likely to have no white person come up in your face and call you the N-word.
right.
Like, that's not how it
It,
works. It's very subtle. Like, we gonna give you these old ass voting machines, and we're going to make
hmm
sure it's not enough of them, knowing that it's a large populace of people that's on the way. So therefore, we're gonna make your lines longer, and we gonna confuse people to keep them from knowing where they supposed to be.
what what
It's,
what 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 I see, right?
mhm.
As somebody who's living in the south part of the state, what they're doing is, and a lot of people are a lot of people on social media is God got their asses this they're falling for the okie doke. But anyway,
Mhm.
they're pitting the Hispanic population against the black population.
And I think part of that is Tallarico fault.
Yeah, the Tyreek is doing it,
Tallarico didn't talk to
but
no black folks.
yeah, Tyreek is doing that, and at the same time, you have to blame it also on what's going on out there in the in the media landscape. Traditional media or social media. You seeing it? I mean, and they're over there, you dropping seeds, and these seeds are being planted, and it's a perfect recipe to knock out whoever the black candidate that might arise from the Democratic field. Same way like how reason why Ted Cruz around.
Mhm.
Mexicans do not like Cubans. Mexicans and Puerto Ricans do not like Cubans. They have a harsh um, perspective about Cubans, and they look at Cubans as um, coons. Like how we have this FBA versus 80, this FBA versus the Pan African bullshit.
Mhm.
It's like the same way. And now I'm listening to some of these Negroes online. This is one of the dumbest shit I ever saw. Well, I'm glad she lost because we're FBA and she had Haitian mama. I'm like, really,
What?
niggas? Man, I really want to cook a
They
game
probably didn't
changer
vote anyway.
and
'Cause
hood
that's stupid.
assertive. Really want to cook hood assertive stupid ass. You know. Yeah, like a Marco Rubio. Yeah, hold on. Like Marco Rubio, right? Notice Marco Rubio and Ted Cruz. They're not liked by the uh, Mexican community or the Puerto Rican community.
No, because Ted Cruz, where you see where he at.
Yeah,
But I mean, them arguments, I know them arguments was going on. That shit is bad in San Antonio.
man. You go south to San Antonio. I'm telling you, Mexicans in San Antonio, they be dragging the shit out of Cubans. And do not let nobody come up there with somebody from the Dominican. They own something. They own something totally different. But yeah, but seeds have already been planted of division within the different ethnic and racial groups.
Well, like what?
Okay, like okay, in the Hispanic community in Texas, we got a thing called La Raza, right? La
Uh-huh.
Raza has the red flag, right?
Mhm.
And Raza is a is itself is its own political party, but they are inside of the Democratic Party, if you will, right? Most of them run. They're run as Democrats in West Texas. Like the Castro brothers. Mayor Castro, the two Castro brothers. That was in the mayor of San Antonio. His brother and his mama are part of La Raza, or have or had their but anyway, the thing is, right? So when you bring in the Cubans in, the Cubans are anti-communist, quote unquote, right? So they're gonna put that Raza flag and say, oh, they're really Marxists, when they're not really purely Marxists. There might be socialists in some respect, but they're not Marxists. They use certain keywords and dog whistle terms that you plant them seeds in, and that's why Ted Cruz becomes senator, because he used the time. Well, my daddy escaped from Castro's Cuba. I escaped Cuba. My daddy escaped from Cuba during the revolution. See, I would use those stories as a way as dog whistle terms, and then he's using his Hispanic heritage, Hispanic last name, to say, well, I'm one of the good guys. I'm one of the good Hispanics. And he's using that as a blanket over the Mexican American community, the Tejano community.
Oh, but the Republicans gonna take care of that.
Yeah. I'm just saying how they plant seeds is what I'm saying. How they plant seeds of discontent and division. What's going on up here? Yeah. Up here. We're talking about what goes on inside Texas and in states like Texas and Arizona, because like I see how they put little dog whistle terms in. And now, when it concerning us as black people, we're pretty much are in the way. Hold on. What happened? Oh, now as for us as black people, we're pretty much are in the way. The Mexicans have been fighting the white man, right? We're just happen to be there. We kind of just in the way. Because we're trying to get our own shit, and they view us as in the ways somewhat. So yeah, that's where there's animosity between the brown and black, the brown black divide. That's probably the only thing I can say. If you inside the Democratic Party in Texas, yeah. Are you sure? Are you sure about that, Gen Z? You sure about that? You sure about that? Because the Texas Mexicans are Democratic, while the Cubans in Florida are GOP. That's it. If you look at the maps, if you look at the counties and such. Oh well, I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm looking at the maps and looking at how the southern or the border counties are mostly Republican. No, I'm sorry, mostly Democrat. And I don't know. I could be wrong. Man, anyway. Oh yeah, hold on. I forgot to change the title of this live stream.
I think people is losing their minds. Some people are saying that they're not gonna vote, and I think they don't understand what the hell these people are saying. Of course, I don't expect people to turn out in the numbers that they turned out for this primary. But I don't think people is talking about they not gonna vote at all. I think they just talking about they not voting in the Senate seat.
Oh, that may be true.
It's plenty other Democrats on the ballot that need to secure seats. But Tallarico is done. Okay. The Republicans is to cook his ass.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that?
You talking about the memos?
No, the stuff that they are putting out about James
No.
Tallarico. They is saying he's way worse than Jasmine Crockett. They called him Matt Walsh called him a evil something fake Christian or some shit he said.
Apostate. What was it called? What's it called? Not apostate. What's the word? I know what you're talking about.
Matt Walsh done already went off on him. Greg Abbott was up on Fox News talking about. He said Jasmine Crockett was actually doing pretty well until Kamala endorsed her, but yeah, Tallarico is way worse than anything Jasmine Crockett could have been. And he started naming all this stuff. Baby, this is right after. Right, they just to beat the dog ish out of this man. And all them good white votes that he went to secure, he's finna lose it.
But how you going to fire? I'm still on this. How you going to fire? Yeah, because I changed the title of this live stream, by the way. How you going to fire somebody when they're away from the job? Oh my God, well, they're doing their job. She was in Memphis, Tennessee, giving talking at a seminar. And
so how did he fire her? Because that's crazy.
He announced it when she was giving her speech. She was giving her little speech in Tennessee, and come to find out he leaked it out saying he's going to get Senator Mullen is going to be replaced. Is going to be replacing her at the end of March. That's how it rolled out that morning. Because come to find out, Kristi Noem was in a sex scandal. Because she was asked at the committee, did like she had sex with Corey. Man, it was bad. That I don't know. You saw that yesterday or 2 days ago. They went in on her ass on that House and Senate hearings.
Oh, they did go in on her.
Yeah. Like come to find out she was cheating on her husband, supposedly, because like she didn't answer the question. Then though, something about that campaign ad that she ran that Trump did not approve of. And what happened in Minneapolis. Yeah, man, yes, she got fired. Ice Barbie got fired. Ice Barbie got fired. Man, now that's some sucker ass shit. You could at least wait to Friday and tell her, listen, I'm replacing you. No, he just did that to her when she was out of town, and she over there doing the whole, I'll be there next month. I'm like, wait a minute, how you gonna say that? And that's when I knew, Queen, that she didn't know. That's why I said, Queen, at the beginning of this live stream, she doesn't even know she was fired.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm like, oh
But
my gosh, she didn't know. She didn't even know. Damn. Mm. I have contacted the guy. He got his arm broke. The Marine, he got his arm broke. I emailed him. Let's see how. Hopefully I get a follow up. Yeah, I'm emailing people, man. Yeah, I'm staying on my computer, nearby my computer. If I see some shit pop off, yeah, I'm going on the Twitter. I'm going on the, the website. Yeah, I'm dropping the emails. Hey, you want to come over? Shit. So yeah, what's going on, TD? Yeah, all these conservative women be cheating and freaks. Right.
the Republicans be all kind of shit. The stuff they vote against is the shit that they be on.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna say some liberal women are more conservative than conservative women when it comes to relationships. I noticed that. You cheat on a woman who vote Democrat, you're dead. Okay, I'm gonna tell you that right now. Conservative women, they own that. They give off that appearance that we're pure, we're part of purity and whoa. No. That y'all got that twisted. Because liberal women are more conservative than conservative women when it comes to relationships. I'm just saying, if you think,
Yep.
like, people need to understand about that term liberal and conservative, right? I'm people might look at me and say, oh, he's conservative because on my appearance, I'm conservative, right? But if you look at a person's ideas, you don't know about what my ideals are. Okay. You said her and Lewandowski has been an open secret for a minute. Yeah. What's his name? Lewandowski he worked at I think he worked at the Defense Department. A lot of liberals and leftists have a lot more stable and traditional lives than so-called conservatives. Yeah. Now conservatives don't like it because the left, I should say, those on the left are more open to homosexuals and more open to the trans community on that level. But yeah, we're not out here like, they're not out here like, oh yeah, we love gay, we want to have sex with gays and shit. No, that's not really the point. The point is we want them to have some freedoms and protection without them being accosted or worse. That's what they don't seem to. That's how some people don't seem to grasp about what's liberal and what's conservative. Being an economic conservative and being an social liberal, being a liberal, and like you know what I'm saying. There's social and there's economic factors in people being left or right.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So.
Oh well, we shall see. We shall see. This is a mess.
The woman did not know she was fired. That man, oof. She didn't know she was fired. Let me get out of that. Let me get out. You start.
I mean, I don't care that she didn't know. Good for her. That's what she get.
But yeah, and then I'm looking. Okay, the guy that Trump's appointed, he's running for senator now, right? That's gonna fuck up that. Okay, here's
Trump
the thing.
has no idea what the fuck he's doing.
He just fucked up. Okay, Mullen is running for a second term, right? or a third term. I think it's the second term he's running for, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking at that list. I say, wait a minute, the filing deadline is in a couple of weeks, right? And it's in next month, April, like April the 3rd is the filing deadline. So, but yet he's supposed to take over in April. Okay, what if the Senate stop? Okay, what if the Senate goes ahead and what if there's a filibuster? And this is where, hold on, where are some Democrats at? Because Democrats, if y'all really want to win a seat, no, hold on. You know what? Let me say. Fuck it. I'll say it. Filibuster the goddamn confirmation vote. He would have to make a decision. Mullen got to make a decision. Okay, does Mullen, if Mullen really wants a job, which he said that he does, but yet you put that in question, well, he has to file for that. He had to file for the filing deadline to be centered again, right?
Yeah.
So what if he becomes the nominee at the primary, and yet he's not there anymore? Well, the Democrat candidate, while the Oklahoma Republicans are in disarray, whoever the Democrat candidate might have a shot.
He might.
Because you left that open. You left the Republican part open. Yes. Oh, watching a couple of months, Noem will appear on CNN. Yeah, I know. It's coming. It's coming. Y'all, yeah, it's coming. Yeah, that's Noem's replacement. Yeah. It's gonna be. I looked at that. I said, oh, wait a minute. Isn't he supposed to run for another term? Well, wait a minute. Okay, the governor going to pick a replacement, right? Oh yeah. Let me find that. Hold on. Let me get back on my YouTube real quick. Let's find that. It was with Bernie Sanders, and he was trying to beat what's his name's ass at the Senate floor, the Senate hearing. Hold on, Senator Mullen. Hold on, let me try and find it real quick. Senator Mullen. Yeah, here it is. No, hold on. Let me pull this up. Let me pull this up real quick. Let me get the. Yeah. Let's pull this up real quick, because this is gonna be very interesting. Okay. Very interesting. Can y'all hear the sound? Press 1, y'all can hear the sound.
Mr. O'Brien just said about right to work states versus forced work states. I sure remember working pretty hard and long hours. Pretends like he's self-made. What a clown. Fraud. Always has been, always will be. Quit the tough guy act in these Senate hearings. You know where to find me. Any place, anytime, cowboy. Sir, this is a time, this is a place. If you want to run your mouth, we can be two consenting adults. We can finish it here.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Well, stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt.
Bone.
Oh, stop it.
Is that your solution, everybody?
No, sit down. Sit down. Okay. You're a United States Senator. Sit down.
Active.
Oh, okay.
Sit down, please.
All right.
Can I respond? Mr.
Hold it. If
Hold
we
on.
can, no,
This is
I have
what
the
he
mic.
said.
I'm sorry.
This is
Hold
what he
it.
said.
You'll have your time.
Okay.
Is this who y'all want? Is this who y'all want for Homeland
Do you
Security?
just tell this man to whoop, he stand up so he can fight? Is that what?
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, this is who y'all want. I'm for it. Listen, I'm for it. I want to be entertained. Okay, I
Gonna
want to
be
be entertained.
getting shot. Shit.
Hold on, yeah, I'm entertained. Hold on, let's watch this again. This is funny though. This is funny.
On what Mr. O'Brien just said about right to work states versus forced work states. I sure remember working pretty hard and long hours. Pretends like he's self-made. What a clown. Always will be. Quit the tough guy act in these Senate hearings. You know where to find me. Any place, anytime, cowboy. Sir, this is a time, this is a place. If you want to run your mouth, we can be two consenting adults. We can finish it here.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Well, stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
Oh, hold on.
Big guy.
No, stop it.
Is that your
All right.
solution, everybody?
No, you're a United States Senator. Sit down.
Active.
Oh, okay.
Sit down, please.
All right.
Can I respond? Mr.
Hold
Chairman?
it. Hold
Oh,
it. If we can,
This
no,
is
I have
what
the
he
mic.
said.
I'm sorry.
This is
Hold
what
it.
he said.
You'll have your time.
Okay.
Can I respond?
Oh, no, you can't. This is a hearing. And God knows the American people have enough of contempt for Congress. Let's not
I don't
make
like
it worse.
thugs and
You-
bullies.
You have,
And that's
you
what-
have
I don't
the
like
mic.
you because you
Hold
just
it.
described yourself.
Hold it. You have the mic.
Yeah.
You have time.
All right.
Make your statement.
Then let's do this because I did challenge you and I accepted your challenge and you went quiet.
No, I didn't go quiet.
Hold on.
You challenged me to a cage match,
No,
acting like a 12-year-old schoolyard bully.
Excuse me.
Hold on.
Hold it. No, excuse me. I have the
I
mic.
will say
Mr.
exactly.
Senator Mullen, I have the mic. You have questions on any economic issues, anything that said, go for it. We're not here to talk about physical abuse.
You brought.
We're not
him
talking
in.
about, of course I
And,
did.
and let me show you his hearing because I want to expose this thug to who he is. And
Could you not point to me? That's disrespectful.
I don't care about respecting you at all. I
I don't
respect
respect you at all.
So
All right, hold it.
let me
Hold it.
yeah, yeah. This is who y'all want. I'm for it. Donald Trump gonna pick him. I don't want to hear nothing about black men ain't shit. Black men are ratchet. I really don't want to hear that because you see two white men was about to box. Two white men was about to box in the middle of a Senate hearing. I don't want to hear it. Okay. Okay. Thank you. But like I said, I'm for it. I want to see it. Thank you for reminding me, TD, because this did happen. I remember this. What's going on, Queen? You still up here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like he said, yeah, I think he did. Yeah, like he was an MMA fighter before he was elected. He was an MMA fighter, Mullen. So
Yes, I wanna make it.
right. Exactly, TD. Right. When a white man do it, it's called courageous. Yes. Courageous. Yeah, he faced what's it called? He faced the odds, all that shit. He was courageous. Yeah. That's how they'll put it out there. Yeah. This is funny to me though. But this is y'all's
You know all
new.
manner of ghetto shit happens in the house of Congress here
Man.
forever. Boy, that's I forgot them two. Well, they were senators, Allenberg and
No, you talking about no, Allenberg was vice president of the United States. He shot
yeah,
Alexander Hamilton, who was the secretary of Treasury.
yeah, he shot his ass, and then
Let me see what else happened that was so bad. Oh yeah, before the Civil War, the cane beating. When when Charles Sumter got his ass beat with that cane because he was talking about slavery is evil speech, and he got his ass beat on the Senate floor. almost killed him. He almost got decapitated with that cane. Let's see what else. President Jackson got shot at that funeral. Andrew Jackson was shot at that funeral. Because they had a
And
funeral.
somebody with the damn cane.
Yeah.
And somebody they meet with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was a whole lot of violence in United States Congress, but hey, it was us, with thugs and and all that, okay.
Yep,
Whatever.
they can do it.
Mm-hmm.
They can do it. We can't.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm laughing at this. This is y'all's new Homeland Security Secretary. It seems he will get in, but I'm gonna say this. I think Oklahoma's gonna lose a member of Senate behind that, and they might have a Democrat elected. They might fuck around, and Democrat might because he run for another term right now, so. You don't know what's going to happen. So yeah. Well, Queen, I'm gonna get on off. I thank you for showing up. I guess I mean, because I was planning on doing this live stream with all the whole Kristi Noem stuff popping off. So
Yeah, I thought you was gonna talk about Texas. I was out here for it.
yeah.
I'm still angry, and I'm getting, I'm rather enjoying this ass whooping Tallarico is currently taking from the Republicans because baby they on his ass. You should go look at it. It's quite entertaining.
If Cornyn wins, it's over with for Tallarico. If Cornyn wins,
Most
it's over.
definitely. The only person he'll maybe be able to spar with is Ken Paxton, and that's because
Ken
the
Paxton
is ratchet, and the Republicans gonna make Tallarico look like he a ratchet too.
But my thing about it is that Ken Paxton has been impeached as Attorney General, and then he got the FBI and his wife who's also a senator. She's divorcing his ass because he's over slinging dick. I'm just like, and
I don't even know how.
Huh?
I said I don't even know how he doing it. Paxton look like a damn near one-eyed monster. And he like he on the way to becoming a Cyclops. Who is fucking him?
Shit. Yeah. I don't know.
They are disgusting. The whole Republican Party is a hot ass mess. And the Republican Party is like a YouTube channel.
It's the mud seal class.
It really is.
Yeah.
Cause they a whole hot mess over there. They screwing each other. They all up in them damn Epstein files. It's a mess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So right.
And what's happening with Tallarico? Yes, they already smearing him. Baby, they look, I was trying to tell these people that was sitting up here talking about Jasmine is not electable. Baby, Jasmine has worked her ass off. And everybody knows it. Jasmine has receipts for the shit that she says. And for the accusations and the nailing them to the cross, she has her data there. Jasmine works really hard. She do her job. That's why she's so loved in her district. Tallarico, on the other hand, has skirted the line of Republican nonsense, which this is the reason why I don't necessarily support Tallarico.
Mm-hmm.
Tallarico has taken money from people who gave billions of dollars to help Trump win that election. Okay. And then he like, oh, I don't know who they are. While he's running a campaign talking about he's against millionaires and billionaires and how they need to be out of politics. He's taking money from these people. He took money from that woman that gave, I think that lady gave Trump $250 billion for his campaign. He took money from her talking about because he wants to bring gambling to Texas. Now, for evangelicals or these good old Christian folks, gambling is against the Bible and the commandments of the good Lord. Okay. But this is what he pushing. He also don't have no, they can't, but this is the thing. It's harder to smear Jasmine because Jasmine don't have no whole bunch of millionaires and billionaires giving her money. Number one. Jasmine don't have no scandals. Tallarico presents one way in the public. He presents something else behind the scenes, and they know it. They fist to whoop his ass. A lot of his policies do not line up with what people think the laws and the doctrines of Christianity are. So they're going to use that against him. They still got this runoff that they need to be concerned about. But they already whooping on his ass. So if they whooping on him now, what you think it's going to look like leading up to November?
Oh. Going bad.
No, they not saying nothing about him. They don't need to even talk about him being married at all. They can beat him just on his policies alone and the contradiction between his policies and his faith, because that's what he won this primary doing, running around talking about his faith. A lot of his policies don't align with Christian doctrine. So he gonna have to get up there and fight the ideas of what people believe Christianity is, because when he has a policy that don't necessarily line up with what people believe Christianity to say on a particular subject, he will say these things are not mentioned in the Bible. Well, I don't know how you're gonna explain gambling, because gambling is something that you should not be doing. So I don't know how he gonna do that. He has said that homosexuality is not a topic that is mentioned in the Bible. I don't think that the Republicans will necessarily fight him on that aspect, but he has said that it is fine for boys to go use girls' bathrooms and all that. That kind of shit right there not gonna fly in Texas. And that's not just with the white folks, that's with the black folks too. So like he got a lot of policies that they finna beat his ass with. With the ghetto thing, that's nothing. Like nobody look, that don't matter. Her being ghetto or whatever, that's what they say about black folks. That's not nothing. I'm saying that Tallarico is about to lose, okay, because of his policies. The Republicans is about to take that shit and they about to make him look like some kind of lunatic. Okay, they finna make him look real crazy. Tallarico don't have too many friends in the Democratic Party that's gonna be able to coach him. No, he don't have no federal experience. He don't have no law experience. So he's really behind the curve. He fits to lose this election. The best person for the job, if the Democrats wanted to win, was Jasmine Crockett, because she been up there giving them hell. But because people want to be racist, worried about who ghetto and who ain't, and all this other nonsensical bullshit, then they got the candidate that the Republicans finna wipe the floor with him. They finna beat his ass. Go over there, go find you some conservative channels that's talking about Tallarico, and look what they already doing to him. Just go look. I'm entertained by it myself. I find it hilarious, because we tried to tell you it's not the best person for the job. They already tried to smear Jasmine. You know what they came up to smear Jasmine? She not black because she had a public school education. What?
or that whole she's not ADOS. This is the reason I'm tired of.
I haven't heard that. Now that's some online shit for some niggas that probably don't vote. So that don't matter.
That's why I can't stand these niggas online. They be just saying some stupid shit.
Yeah, TD, they have a playbook, but they got less of a playbook with Jasmine. Jasmine don't have no scandals. Like she has standard Democratic policies, which Republicans and Democrats gonna always disagree on certain things. But she has standard Democratic policies. She will advocate for the LGBTQIA community, which makes sense because everybody deserves representation. But she ain't signed no legislation for no boys to go sit up in no girls' bathrooms. Tallarico has. So like some of the policies that he's put, and then let's make this other thing clear. People keep like, oh, he got the price of insulin down because he has to take insulin. He don't give a look. Tallarico do policies according to what aligns for him. He don't give a fuck about no people. That man don't give a damn about no people. You think the Republicans don't know this and you don't think they're gonna use that shit against him? They most certainly are. And because he did not line up with the plan that the Democrats had in order to win Texas, he ain't gonna have a whole lot of support in people trying to look out for him. Because even when the reporter for the New Yorker went to go and ask about the conversation that happened between them, Beto O'Rourke confirmed it. He was like, yeah, he said that to us. They not finna help him. He fucked. He better hope all that money that he got help him I don't know what he gonna do against the only Republican he gonna have a chance against is Ken Paxton. That's it. Because John Cornyn do his bullshit, but he do his bullshit legally. So yeah, they always got a playbook, but I don't think he gonna be able to escape it. And they told him, you gonna need some people in your corner, and he didn't give a fuck. So here we are. Which one of these people best fits the description? This is a mess. A mess. But yeah, TD, you should go over there and look at it. And then come tell me about their playbook. Cause baby, this is crazy. They over there talking about stuff I didn't even know that man was on. I was like, ooh, how are you gonna combat this? So far, he's made like one post on X, and yeah, that's not gonna be enough, player. No, I'm not currently in Texas, but that's where I grew up. That's where I'm from. That's where all my family is. So I keep an eye on Texas. And I have been watching Texas since I left Texas, just in case I decide to go back to Texas. Right now, you don't look like I don't plan on going back right now. Not with that. Not after the way that election just ran. Seems like he ran a solid campaign. I mean, if you say so. Yeah, I don't. I think he ran a solid campaign for racist people. I don't think he ran a solid campaign for this general election. I do not. Tallarico has lost a lot of black voters because of the way he ran his campaign. So number one, once Jasmine entered the race, he stopped talking to the black community altogether. Said nothing to them, went nowhere near them, any of that. And shortly after, okay, so he was sending out, his campaign was sending out messages that was negative toward Jasmine Crockett. He had a PAC that was putting out attack ads on Jasmine Crockett on his behalf. And the only thing he had to say about it was they not a part of his campaign. He didn't denounce anything that he said. He didn't say that he didn't approve of the ads. None of that. He said none of that. He just said that PAC has nothing to do with his campaign. He was sending out text messages that was equal to those ads, and the whole mediocre black man comment is a problem for a Democrat. He's gonna need that black vote, and right now he ain't got it, and it's gonna take a whole lot of work in order for him to get it. So in addition to him having to court black people for their vote, he's also gonna have to do damage control for those moderates that he tried to pull over. Hey, look, they on his ass, and they got a runoff that they need to tend to. They got their own mess that they got going on, and they still making time to already start their assault campaign on him. And I don't know what the brother gonna do. You know, I don't know. He don't got too many friends over there in the Democratic sector right now, so I don't know what's gonna happen. And as far as the black vote, unless because Jasmine just said anybody will be better than John Cornyn or Ken Paxton. And she also said that we should continue to fight and vote for the Democratic people. That's not necessarily an endorsement of Tallarico. So if she does not give him a full and good endorsement, he gonna have to work for that black vote, and I just don't know if he gonna be able to do it. I don't. So it looks like, to me, in my opinion, I think the Republicans is gonna keep that Senate seat. BJ, you there? See you on Mertz. You're on Mertz.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was on mute because I'm looking at something. Yeah, I was trying to look at see what was on YouTube land, and yeah, it looked like the Kurds is now invading Iran.
Since
Yeah.
when the hell did that happen? Because they had said that, and the Kurdish government said we ain't got nothing to do with that. It's not true.
Well, there is a Kurdish group inside of Iran. Yeah.
I think they need some more investigation.
Yeah. I'm just looking at what's going on, across the feed. That's what I'm looking at. But anyway,
Yeah.
Queen, go ahead.
I just said they were saying that, but the Kurdish government said we haven't attacked nobody. So they said that that wasn't true.
All right. Right. It mathematically that wouldn't make any sense anyway, because Iran is too mountainous anyway for an invasion. Then they're talking about, well, Donald Trump gonna send U.S. troops into Iran. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. If he do that, that's dumb. That's even worse than.
He is losing right now, so I could very well see him doing that dumbass shit. Because the United States not gonna win this, whatever this is, since they trying to say it's not the United States is not gonna win this operation. Okay.
Going into Afghanistan, you fighting a mountain. That's Iran is a mountain. All right, is mountain ranges. You're not gonna you're not gonna drive tanks all over the place. All right, this ain't like we're not fighting Europe. Okay, You know, we're not fighting the Soviets in the plains of Europe. You know, you like you're gonna be fighting with donkeys and horses and airplanes and shit. You're not gonna be fighting with tanks. I'm sorry. You're not gonna go up into people's houses and shit. I'm sorry.
He said if they need it or run off, neither of them are strong. Now I agree that the Republican nominees are terrible, right? But this is still Texas.
Right. Patel purged all of the Iranian experts. Yeah, but it doesn't. Listen. I know geography, right? And I know geography and also geology. You know, I take geology class. Iran is a fortress. You're not going to invade that. You're not going to penetrate that country like that by land. The same way like Japan. Japan is the same way. You know, Japan is an island country. You can't invade. Japan never have been conquered, despite losing World War II. Iran's the same way. You're not going to invade Iran.
The peninsula. It's like
No, it's an island. No.
Island.
A series of islands. It's a series of islands. It's not just one big island. Series of about 4 or 5 islands. So I mean, you know, they can lock. You know, in one part of the island, one island is taken. The rest of the islands is locked. They locked it down. That's why they had to use partially why they use the atomic bomb. Because like even they knew, you know, you couldn't just go up into Japan like that. You know.
Right.
Yeah. So. Yeah, because I saw the war plans what they was planning to. Canada was going to come from the north. America was going to come from the south. The Russians was going to come from the east. No. I'm sorry, the west. It would come from the west. That it wouldn't been successful. It'd be like Vietnam or worse. You know. No, you couldn't just come up in Japan like that. So yeah, that's why
they left all them Americans over there.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
The level of the Americans. What you mean?
They did not evacuate before they attacked Iran, and so all these Americans that are over there or stuck there, they gave them a hotline number to call.
Yeah.
They called the hotline. The hotline said, you know how you call the automated thing and it tell you to press the number or whatever. It's like if you are currently in Middle East, then press 1. They press 1 and that shit say, do not depend on the United States government to help you get out of
Yeah.
It's like, what? Bro, that's crazy.
But since Afghanistan is fighting the war with Pakistan right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling Pakistan is going to give Iran a nuke. I feel
like they should.
I actually believe Pakistan is going to sit there. Because like they're already making threats. You know, they're already I'm talking about last year. They already made a hint. So I think Pakistan is going to sit there and put give Iran an airplane, a fast airplane, and say, hey, listen, use this bomb then. If y'all, woo, and because Pakistan needs a distraction because like. They're going after the Taliban. Pakistan is going after the Taliban at this point, right? Because Taliban supposed to give them something that they didn't, do something about some border crossings, something like that. And
the other part of this conversation.
Yeah. So, yeah, be on the lookout. Watch that Pakistan-Afghanistan war too. And I'm gonna say this too. I think Trump going to bomb Afghanistan too.
Finally reaching a point where people are saying.
I think They should. I think they should give them the nuke. I feel like they should have it because people need to start learning lessons. Mm, start and is that a disadvantage for the United States? Yes, it is. It is. But oh well. The United States needs some lessons. How to leave people the hell alone. We got our own problems over here that needs to be solved. Why did he go over there and do that? Because Israel was gonna do it first. For what? What the hell was the purpose? You didn't have no bad relationship with them people. The people was having the conversations with your stupid ass about them not making enough talks. You decide you gonna just start bumming that shit. What? What? And you think they just supposed? I hope Pakistan do give it to them. Give it to them.
Pakistan gonna give Iran the bomb. It's all they have to do though is just Pakistan is bordered with Iran. All they have to do is drive that truck cross that border. It'd be all it's gonna happen.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I see it happening. I see it happening. You ask me. But anyway, Queen, I'm gonna get ready for work.
I need to do the same. I work for the midnight tonight, so I need to go put a face on.
Hold on. Is anybody else's Amazon tripping? I ain't went on Amazon.
I haven't used it today.
I ain't used Amazon today.
What's wrong with it? What is he doing?
Have you seen that picture people?
I don't know.
BJ, you on Instagram?
Nope.
You're missing some good shit over there.
Oh, I am. I might have to sign up then.
I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah, it's some good stuff over there. It's some good content creators over there. Yeah, I like it. It's better than this shit over here on YouTube. YouTube, you gotta dig and scratch to find the decent channels. On Instagram, they just as soon as you tap into them in the algorithm and you keep looking at it, it'll feed it to you. It'll come right. They come right behind each other.
Is Instagram owned by you? Facebook?
Yeah, it's a meta company.
Facebook?
Yeah, it's a meta company. Okay. Now, I will say this.
I might have to create a separate account then.
Okay.
You said
people do not need to put their kids on this shit. Cause they be feeding the algorithm. Their pictures and shit. They got kids and they send it to more men than they do women. Yeah, this lady did an experiment. Well, she didn't do no experiment. She just went and looked at her analytics. So she had a picture where she did a video. She had her children in the video. It was 2 boys. She looked at the algorithm. It went to more men than it went to women by more than 50% difference. She then
TD, you right about Amazon. Something's weird going on Amazon. I don't know if they got shut down or something. I don't know what it is.
So like, that what you call it also said
check out.
They was gonna hack shit, right? Iran.
Anonymous. Oh yeah.
Iran said they was gonna start hacking shit. So maybe they over there fucking with Amazon. They really said that they was gonna fuck around with the credit bureaus. That's what they said. They said they was gonna give everybody. They were gonna wipe everybody dead out.
Shit, do that. Shit, I'm for it. wipe out my shit. My credit card's out. I want my credit card to be good. Okay, I want my credit good. I want my credit be on in the 800s, so I can buy me a Mercedes Benz.
No, not a Mercedes.
Anyway,
But yeah, not a Mercedes Benz. Stop it.
yeah. I'm gonna stop it. You stop it right. I'm gonna stop it. Yeah, stop it.
But yeah, that's what they had said. What happened? I was saying something. I forgot. Oh well, you said you was going to work. I'm going to work too.
TikTok. No, you said Instagram.
Instagram has really good content creators over there, especially for the political content. It's some good shit over there. That's how I found out they was dragging Tallarico ass around that whole goddamn in there and on Fox News.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I found that out. I was like, oh my God. Oh, that's crazy. He slang his ass all over. I said, ooh. So I'm be looking at that because I want to see how he gonna handle this. Because right now he's a head beat. Okay, he getting beat up. I don't see no people sitting up here talking about how happy they is that he won and what he finna do. All that hoopla is done fell off. So I don't know what the hell finna go on. I'm pretty sure that the Republicans gonna keep this in the seat though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure of that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get off Queen. So I appreciate you jumping on board. So
have a good day.
All right then. Well, wait a minute. Is this monetized? Hold on, let me see. Is my live stream monetized? No. No, this is supposed to be monetized. Let me see if this is monetized. Because I know I didn't say anything out of pocket. Well, I'll be damned. Oh well. Yeah, you know what? Let me get out of here. I got
They didn't
things.
monetize us. They demonetized it.
Hold on. Let me see real quick. Let me go over here and check it out. Cause I remember when I did this two days ago, I clicked on the monetization thing. Let me see here.
It should still be there.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's on. It's on.
Oh,
okay,
okay.
monetization's on. It's on. Okay. I was like, what the hell? All right then. Let me get out of here. I'll see y'all next time.
I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.